Hello everyone and welcome back to DJ's Gaming. We are here with another one of our create tutorial videos. In today's video, there's just a giant flatland. Did I make a cube? What do we have in... I have built a hidden base. But this hidden base is in a weird position and we can't really get it out. In today's episode, I am going to show you how to use Create to build secret bases. I got this idea from watching a short, and this is an old short where a guy hits a button and then suddenly the piece of dirt moves out of the way and this base moves up, and he steps into the base and hits another button and has the whole entire base lower into the ground. And so this right here is our base. And right now it can't do anything except for sit here and look pretty. And so we need to make to where it moves up and then back down. And to do that, the piece of create equipment that we are going to be using is the sticky mechanical piston. And we're going to stick one right there, grab the wrench because this thing always flips. And then we use the pole extenders, or piston extenders. And we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not make my hole big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, the important part is making sure that you glue everything correctly. If you don't glue everything correctly, you're going to have a piece of your base that will move, and then a piece of your base that will do nothing. And so, you gotta make sure you glue everything correctly. Okay, and we now have the outside all glued together, but we now need to get the inside glued all together. Okay, so I want... the bed seems to be the one that's going to be the most difficult. The blocks must be connected. Why is it not being... I mean, I could do that. That's fine. Whatever then. Alright. So now everything is glued together. But now we also need to make the grass disappear out of the way. And so, first thing you want to do is glue the grass together and make sure you're in a good setup for it. There it is. To where you're not accidentally gluing things you shouldn't be gluing together. And then this will also be a mechanical sticky piston. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to go more than 5. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to end up pushing this. And so what we want to do is make sure that it is capable of being hidden inside of a hill. And so if you're really good at making things look natural, you can do that. Or just build your hidden base right next to a hill so you can have it hidden inside the hill. And now here comes the more difficult part, is setting these up. So I'm going to clear some of that out so that's out of my way. And then what you want to do is you want it to be able to change directions, both going up and down after it moves the dirt out of the way. And I would suggest using the sequenced gear shift for this, because you're able to set it to do a bunch of different things. So in this case, we want to turn to move a piston, pull, well actually no, first we want to do a timed delay. And we're probably going to make it 5 seconds. And then it's going to turn the piston, and it's going 5 meters in the down direction. And then it will want to await a new redstone pulse, where it will then turn the piston 5 meters in the reverse direction, and then it will end. Okay. And then this one here, we want to have it move the piston, and this one wants to go 10 meters. We're going to have it double speed, and then it will await a new pulse, where it will then move the piston 10 meters, double speed, reverse. Okay. And if you have this, if you get all the setup correct, when you put on the creative motor here and have it spinning at a decent rate, and then have this one going at a decent rate. And what I would do is, I mean, you're going to probably set this up right after getting brass, so I would use a steam engine. I'd just make a steam engine in the corner. And now you need to make to where it can receive a redstone pulse. And so you grab your redstone link and put your redstone links down. And these are going to be with grass blocks and a piston extension. Grass block with a piston extension. And your receiver. And your receiver. And cover that up. Now all you need is a spot to hide your button. And so, and you also need your button. Almost forgot. We need a button that's going to be in here. That will send out this signal. Because, yeah, that one is set. Oh, wait for a new redstone. Okay, perfect. And actually, we want this to do a timed delay for like 5 seconds before turning the piston 10 meters at double speed backwards. We don't want to forget to add the time delay. And so now, what I would do is I would try to build the farm next, or build this base next to a farm that is already in existence. And then when you're wanting to hide the button, you, maybe not right here because that's going to be, but like, say there's this little area here and then some farmland, I would hide the button in that little crack right there, is what I would do. Today I'm not hiding the button because uh-oh. This one forgot to push the land off Fujifilms. Okay. We have issues to fix. And this is why you always test things. This is going to screw up now. That did not delay for 5 seconds. Nor did it push it 10 meters. Granted, I now have to put all this dirt back down. Okay, so we're going to add a longer delay on that one. Because, I mean, seriously, that delay was not very long. And let's try this again. And this time I've changed the direction that this one is rotating. So now, when we push the button, what is going on with you? What is going on with you? I mean, the house is coming up just fine. And actually, I just realized the problem. This one needs to not be a sticky piston. This just needs to be a regular mechanical piston. Because I just need to push it, and then you would set another piston up over there to push it back. And that might actually be what's been causing our trouble. So what this wants to do is move the piston 10 meters that way, and then end there. Is what that is supposed to do. Okay. Now, if I hit this, it moves that out of the way. And then it was supposed to... No! It screwed up again. Why did you not work? And it took a second for it to actually think, too, which is weird. But it did at least do one thing correct, which is putting this over here. And then you would have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the gear shift there. Now what this is going to do is it wants to await a new redstone pulse to move the piston 10 meters double speed forward. And then it's going to turn it again reversed, is what it's supposed to do. See, and this is where the hardest part is trying to make sure that everything is set at like the correct speeds and the correct everything. So literally, it's just supposed to move the piston 10 meters forward, and then, so before, let's turn this receiver off, and let's just get the pistons to work. Oh, I built a sticky piston. I didn't mean to do sticky. Okay. Now, push this. Moves that. Why is there such a long delay? Why is it not? Okay, I see what's going on now. I had to flip these. Okay. So now, pushes it forward, pulls it back there. That was the problem, was this had to go double speed forward, this had to go double speed reverse. That was annoying. And then let's go ahead and turn that receiver off and turn this receiver on. Each receiver needs to be tested, because as you can see, this one isn't set right. Now it's set to await a new signal. So we go into the house and we hit the button in the house. Oh, and this should actually first do a time delay for 5 seconds before it moves the piston double speed forward, and then move the piston 10 meters double speed back. And so we then go into the house, we push the button, waits 10 seconds, maybe it has to go like this. So, hits the button, it moves the dirt, we go in the house, we hit the button again, and there it goes. But one thing you'll notice is so this goes that, it needs to go that way, that needs to go that way. Alright. So, into the house, hit the button, wait 5 seconds, that pushes the dirt back in place, pulls it back out here. Okay, now let's turn everything back on. Alright, so now if we have done everything correctly, we have tested everything, so we hit the button, that will move that out of the way, and then the base moves up, and then we come into here, we hit that button, and then the dirt moves back over, and then here is where you would have, you could then have your tunnel or whatever, and have your hidden base. Then, if you need to go back up to the surface, you just come over here, you hit the button, that moves out of the way, the house moves up, you move over here, and then you put the house back, you press the button, house goes back down, and that goes back into place. The only issue we have is this one still wants to move every single time. But it works. So, guys, that is how you build a secret base using Create. And I put way too much of a long timer on that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the big thumbs up button and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next episode. And don't forget to give some suggestions in comments of what you guys would like to see me build next and show you guys how to build next. Later, everybody.